What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome along to another semi-final. The day after the night before that we saw England go through to the grand final of the Rugby World Cup, knocking out the All Blacks in the process, the first time in this third World Cup in a row now. The first time they've been knocked out since it being 2007. Welcome along, everyone, to the stream. Thank you all for joining me as per always, and I hope you're all looking set and ready for another big night of World Cup rugby action. We've got a few comments coming in the chat as well, as you guys can see to the right of the screen right now. We're going to be going through them in a second, so thanks everyone for coming by and saying hi. And I hope you enjoy the match, the stream, and everything we've got coming up for you guys tonight. Right, let's get into it. It is Wales versus South Africa. This is the second final spot on the line. The Welsh looking to do it for the first time. And South Africa, boy, it's been a while since they got themselves in the big dance as well. This is a monumental day. They'll both be looking up now and seeing England as the team to beat. What do you guys reckon in the chat? Early predictions as the teams are slowly but surely. Alwyn Jones is lumbering his way out onto the field, well, through the halls of this magnificent stadium, making his way out to the field. What are your guys' early thoughts of this game between Wales and South Africa? We've got a couple of predictions in there already. Springboks will find it tough. Patrick's here. Welcome back, Patrick. Good to see you there. And Andres, I was just reading a tweet of yours a couple of minutes ago, Andres, before we kicked off underway, so I might reply to you live. How about that, if we get around to it? Glad to see you're doing the stream, he says. Sick of the Fox Sports saying Delende will be man of the match and one of the best players on the team. Well, yes. Old Fox Sport, eh? Anything to get a few clicks and a few watches and a few button pushes are those guys. They are certainly a rare breed. We'll say that much, shall we? They're a bit of a funny lot, those guys. So welcome along, Andres. Good to see you. Gamer Firestan, fires on. Finds that funny. Patrick Ring in South Africa by 8. What else we got in here? And the generator. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome along. Any Welsh supporters here in the chat? That's what I want to know. Patrick says Wales look serious. Andrea says Davis also not looking good with all the straps. Looks like he is limping around. Might be something for the box to target. I think Jonathan, Gareth, which one are you talking about? There's about 100 Davises in this Welsh side. You should know that by now. Of course, they don't have the 3 in the lineup, just the 2. Jonathan and Gareth in the lineup. Presume you mean Jonathan, with the fact that he's the one coming off injury from the quarterfinal. New phones here. Wales 12, South Africa 19. This is their halftime prediction. Now, that's a halftime prediction from New Phone. South Africa by 8, says Patrick. And Andres just hopes this game won't be decided by Mr. French referee. And he'll actually have a good name. Yes, that is right. We have everyone's favourite, Jerome Garcias. Garcias? It's also an interesting way to say a French name. My French, probably terrible. Nico, welcome along. You'll be better at French. Greetings from Argentina, he says. Who are you going for, Nico? Are you going for the Springboks, fellow Southern Hemisphere side, or are you going for the north of the Welsh to get this job done in this big semi-final number 2? Of course, big news. Big news for this one as well. With no, as we've got a moment's silence going on in the matchup, no Cheslin Colby, that's the name I was thinking of, for the Springboks. So Nkosi comes into that right wing, and for the Welsh, no Liam Williams at fullback either. So that sees Lee Halfpenny coming, and of course Navidi getting injured in the French match as well, which sees a bit of a change around, but the back row has been fairly well changed around throughout the tournament so far as well. Aaron Wainwright will start at 6, Justin Tipperick at 7, and Ross Moriarty in at number 8. So big match. Big game here. Injury has struck both these sides. The absence of Cheslin Colby, Andres, I guess you're Mr. South Africa. What do you think's going to do that to the side? It's going to be a bit of a loss in their attack, but I think much like we've seen from England last night, this is not going to be a game that is won by the backs. And if you're watching the New Zealand coverage as well, very interesting comments made from Isa Nathiwa, so his Northern Hemisphere viewers will probably know who he is, but saying that games are won in the backs, competitions are won in the forwards. So that's a really, really big statement to say. A team like England and a team like South Africa, they're very strong. The forwards obviously going to have a pretty good run here, you'd expect, with that sort of analogy going into the game. Andres says he thinks Nkosi will step up. He's been good in a few games he's had. Yeah, South Africa have probably rotated their forwards a lot more than they've rotated their backs. That is a sure thing about this game. So how that adjusts to this one, where they have to use a few more backline players in the team, whether they just know their job, make their tackles, and do those easy basics right, could be the telling of this one, whether Wales will get a little bit of a nudge in it or not. Springboks are getting ready to blaze out their national anthem. Of course, the Japanese crowd we've seen so many times is getting well tuned in the national anthem of South Africa. But it doesn't sound like there's too many singing fans going on. Oh, no, there is. There is a horrific amount of South African song going on in the crowd for this one. England versus who? Wales? England versus South Africa. The last hope of the Southern Hemisphere is South Africa as well for this one. Team-wise, things are pretty much as have been throughout, and we are not far away from getting this game underway as well. So we will make sure we have everything ready to go. The teams we've looked at already, you guys have made your predictions. Mr. French referee is the one we're looking at the most. So how will he have an effect on this game? We will find out over the next 80 minutes. Box look relaxed. Except for Tendai and Tawera, Andres. He looks intense. Every time you see his face, he is intense. I think South Africa should be pretty calm. They should be pretty chill. They should be expecting to pick up this win. See, Khaleesi, the man is... He's 100% passion, isn't he, Khaleesi? He is all passion. And he can't sing for nuts. He can't sing at all. Oh, we want a re-edition solo of Khaleesi singing the national anthem for South Africa. We are all about good to go. How do you look at this one? This is going to be a cracker. I can't wait for this to get underway. It is Wales versus South Africa. We are not far away from kickoff. Warren Gatland versus Rassie Erasmus. The last Southern Hemisphere side left, says Patrick. You are dead right about that as well. The Pimpy, Kings of Rugby 18. You are 100% right. New phone. That is the man. The original king himself, Marco Zulu Mpimpy. Can't wait to see him get in some action. How brilliant. From the young days of Mr. Mpimpy playing for the Southern Kings. Now look at him. Now look how great he is. Here we go. We've got some more picks in here. Xavier says South Africa 17, Wales 10. And unknown person coming in for Wales. We've finally got someone from Wales in the chat. Yes, hello. Unknown person. Are you backing your boys to get the job done? I want to know a score prediction. Let us know what you think. Heading into it. Are they going to get it done? Are they going to rewrite history? South Africa has to win. Otherwise, we can't say Southern Hemisphere is the best at rugby anymore. Tides are changing. Is this the changing of the guard? The All Blacks are gone. The Wallabies are gone. Argentina never really fired a shot. And let's get ourselves ready and set to go. Kickoff is about to get underway. And yes, Mr. Referee. What are you talking about? Andre Pollard is the ref. Andre Pollard's the ref. Well, that would be nice. Wayne Barnes on the sideline. Ben O'Keefe on the other. And Ben Skeen. Oh, Ben Skeen's on the TMO. We're underway, though. Let's get going. Unknown person says 23-17 Wales. And that would be a boil over. Imagine that. Double boil over. We are underway. And it is Wales who are taking the kickoff down, and at the back it is Wainwright who drags it in. Here is Gareth Davis, box kicks high, over halfway, down to Danbury Merlin, who goes straight into Wainwright. And into Welsh territory go the Springboks very early, very quickly. Here's Pollard, crossfield bomb, and competing, Nkosi nowhere near that, and Lee Halfpenny gets away from Mapimpi as well, and he's held up It's a beat as well. This is brilliant work. Springboks rugby all over here. That is a scrum, held up in the tackle. That was a maul, and not released. Big play, and very early, very quickly, the intent of South Africa defensively is right there. Lekanyuama was who went up for it, straight in to Mapimpi, who couldn't quite hang on. Faf de Klerk got him first. Big brother It's a beat got in there. Then it was Mapimpi who comes in behind, and then Mbanabi comes in and gives him a big bum slap for saying, good job. Good start for the Springboks. Welcome along, Yano. Are you backing up the Springboks for this one? Gracie, welcome along. Good morning to you, good sir. How good of a night was it for you English fans over there in the motherland, as some will call it? Patrick says Wales have a 16-kilo advantage over the Springboks in the scrum. I mean, is that going to really matter? I don't think it's really going to matter. We've seen small scrums. It all comes down to ability and skill to get the job done. That's the big thing. So, what can that extra weight mean for Wales here? I'm not confident. I'm not confident the forward pack is going to get the job done here against the Springboks. But we will see. We will see. First one collapses. What a surprise. I think we're going to see quite a bit of that over this 80 minutes. Well, 78 that are left. Is a lot of stop-starts. South Africa want to stop-start. Wales want to stop-start. Both sides similar. I think Wales have got the advantage, I think, in the back line. Springboks in the pack. Just roughly on a kind of general basis, I think. Definitely, guys, Jonathan Davis, Josh Adams has been phenomenal in this World Cup. But on the other side of things, that back row battle between the two is going to be immense as well. Can't wait for that. Grassy, yes, as an English fan, it's great. Great to beat the All Blacks, but knowing it'll mean nothing if we don't win next week. Yes, how about that? It's Faf de Klerk, a little short-side play. Puts a little chip over the top. Bounces 10 out and back there covering nicely. Just keeping things as George North. And Faf has tripped him up. And everyone's favourite, Delende, comes in over the top. And they may blow over this. South Africa, they hang on. Just Gareth Davis in the back. Does enough. Wales under pressure. Davis goes short. And that's a tidy little run too there. Charging the line straight into contact. Who was that? Tom Francis, I think. Nope. Here's another go. They keep it tight. Oh, of course, there it was. It was Ken Owens, the big boy. 50-50 for this one, says Grassy. Favour South Africa slightly. Here is Davis. Box kicks away. Flat, very flat box kick that. Bounces up very nicely, and they fire it into midfield. Billy LaRue looking to run his way back. Good tackle, Wainwright. And could be a turnover here. No, yes. It is a penalty, and it is for Wales. Billy LaRue wrapped up from Aaron Wainwright. Very good play there. Xavier says Faf needs to kick more in the box. That's his trademark. I think Faf kicks a lot already. I don't know if he could possibly kick more if he wanted to, but he does kick a lot, and that is the basis of the Springbok game. LaRue doesn't look like he wants to play. Andres, he was wrapped up very quickly there, wasn't he? He made that little half-jinky run. Just slipped through one tackle, but Wainwright, bang, onto him like a flash. And let a guy like Aaron Wainwright on the ball like that. He's powerful, he's strong. Once he's got that grip, he's really, really hard to get away. So throwing in his Owens. Good play at the front there from Moriarty. Now the crossfield bomb coming from Dan Bigger. And up they go. Lee Halfpenny grabs it in the 22. Another good play from Halfpenny. But the Springboks trying to throw numbers in. It comes back for Davis. It's anyone's ball. Lacanio arm grabs it. And of course, he's having to battle hard. Mbonambi does do the hard work and gets it out to beat the Steph Toy. Neither side making the opportunities tell at the moment. As here we go. Like Xavier was saying, the box kick incoming. Here it is. And he slaps it away. Just a very good kick. An extraordinary good kick there from Faf de Klerk. Gets him right up to halfway. Surprised. So many kicks from Wales early on, especially in an area there 35 metres out from the line, to go instantly cross-field kick. Not even test the backs. Just instantly go out. Davis, big hit on him. Bigger goes to Jonathan Davis. And he's taken in a good tackle by Dale Endy. Here's Gareth Davis again. Goes to Alwyn Jones, who trundles his way up. They go deep now. And Dan Bigger, who's well quite inside his own half here. He's kicked high. This one's easy for LaRue. And Halfpenny's there to take him out alongside the very hard-working Ross Moriarty. And are we waiting for another Faf de Klerk kick? We are. You're right, Glassy. 100% battle of box kicks, this one. It's Gareth Davis versus Faf de Klerk. And it's the battle of the chasers and who can take the high ball. And it's not Ebenezer Beef this time. As he spills it. And here's Moriarty taken relatively high there, but it's let go. Oh, no, it's a disadvantage to the knock-on. Swung wide from Bigger. Out to the hard-working Josh Adams. And we go back for the knock-on. Hadley Parks buried at the bottom of that breakdown. Here's a... Oh, goodness gracious me. Dan Bigger went flying in on top of two of his own players. And Russie is saying, not the intended plan there from Mr. Etzebeth. Seven minutes, 20 seconds in. We have seen no points yet. At least England had scored a try this stage last night. Hopefully we'll see some more tries. I would like to see some more tries. We sit in that middle little period here. 10-metre line to 10-metre line, even 22 to 22. Neither side really breaching that. The kick is the goer at the moment. Gareth Davis feeds. Oh, Moriarty just about misses it up, but Davis has created an overlap down the short side. And here is the big man. It is George North. Hasn't had a best World Cup by his standards, but he's been there or thereabouts as he needs someone at scrum half. And Moriarty comes across alongside Wainwright. They get the job done. Into the Springboks half. Fight out wide. Oh, cutting run there from Ken Owens. And that should be a turnover. Comes back. Flat passes. Oh, that one could have drifted foresight. Here's Josh Adams. Made his way through. Oh, Jonathan Davis. There was two forward passes there. And a bit of biffo coming. And Josh Adams is giving it to Lacanio Arm. He is giving it to him. What a contrast to what, well, that was forward. The first one was forward and, well, I don't even get to see the second one. Back to Jonathan Davis. I think that was forward as well. So this is going to be interesting so far because we've seen already Wales are getting that advantage out wide on the width. An area that England allowed no one to get anywhere with against the All Blacks last night. Which I guess is not going to worry the Springboks because at this stage, they're not going wide. So Faf de Klerk and his big boy pack will get to sit down for another scrum. Almost 10 minutes in here. You're right, Garcia. At least they are calling the forward passes. One so far. The ball is slow to the back, and it's actually collapsed in the middle, but Faf has it at the back. And he fires it out, and straight into contact goes, guess who? It's still Andy. And now we're going to see the Faf box kick. I think we are. Elman Jones in a bit of a tussle there with Peter Steph-Toy. And now it goes to the right. Maharba has a run. Are we going to see another one? We're going to see a box kick, Faf. No. Is he going to go back? No, he box kicks. Of course he does. Why is Andre Pollard even in this team? It's a shocker. And of course he has spilt it backwards. It's hardly gone to the Welsh defence. And now there's another one. No one chasing as the bounce comes up. Faf. Oh my goodness me. Collision between all the Welshmen. And the ball squirts free and Faf is not happy. Oh, Grassy, what's going on? Lee Halfpenny, Gareth Davis, both going for the ball. Far, big collision. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, dear. Halfpenny's got no idea. He's got no idea. What do you call there? Two experienced campaigners. I mean, what do you call that? Tackled without the ball? Or taking out the player with it? I don't even know. Somehow Faf de Klerk's got the ball. Of course Faf's got the ball. Unbelievable stuff there. Halfpenny and Gareth Davis, two such experienced campaigners. You'd think the basics, calling for the ball, securing the ball, two guys back, they should have got themselves out of trouble. Now they can see the scrum just outside their 22. And again, it's just collapsed. Oh, straight penalty to South Africa. And now he's resetting it. I'm a bit confused, and I imagine you lot are confused as well. I went down, Maholbra goes down. The arm went up, straight arm penalty, and then he calls a reset. Well, Jerome, it's a World Cup semi-final, my friend. You can't do this anymore. You've got to get it right. This isn't Uruguay versus Spain or, this ain't no small game now. This is cutthroat, end of the line, semi-final rugby. Another scrum will finally feed. Now, Faf wants to get this in, he wants to get this out. Who will win this scrum? The battle between these two packs. Steady by South Africa. He's leaving it in there. He's really leaving it in there, Faf. Springboks just nudge forward. Faf takes a couple of steps, gives to Nkosi. Nkosi to the 22. The ball looked like it squirted out. It's advantage to the Springboks. Faf kicks across field. Mapimpi waits for it, and Mapimpi can't get the ball. And George North takes it. Oh, and it's fiery. Oh, George North's just giving a little, what do they call that? The Welsh kiss. They are, Andres, yeah, right. They are losing their temper here. And then you call it the Scottish kiss, or the old headbutt. We call it the Welsh kiss now, the big smacker, right in the kisser. They are. This is fiery. This is fiery. Is this the plan here from Wales to lift that intensity, that mongrel, I guess you could call it, to try and get under the skin of potentially the most impossible team, the Glasgow Kiss. There it is, Grassy, you're right. The Glasgow Kiss. Love it. You're right, 100%. The Glasgow Kiss. Oh. Xavier says, I miss Bucky's Botha. No kisses we blowing. Oh, gotta love it. Oh, hadn't seen that for a while. First shot of goal's coming right up. Pollard with a penalty. And it's been just slapped over. No problem whatsoever there from Pollard. That's why he's in the side. Now we know. Andre Pollard, thanks for turning up. And it is 3 points, 2-0. South Africa over Wales. Early penalty, early goings. And that'll be what they want. Points, points, points. Accumulate. Continue to get the points on the board. That is number one priority. Just, I guess, slowly drown the Welsh. Don't let them get into the right areas of the field. Don't let them get points. Back underway we go. Deep kick this one. And big tackle there on Delendi. He's done very well. He's fighting every inch of this. And he's kept the ball beautifully for his support to help out. Captain Khaleesi's there. And guess what? No odds on this one. Faf de Klerk's box kicking again. And that is a more powerful one this time. Mapimpi chases hard, but into touch it goes. And Mapimpi cuts the line off. And they will reset just inside the Welsh half. 15 minutes gone already. Quarter of an hour gone. 3-0. That's the score. Andres says, looks like the box idea is to tie the Welsh down. Well, if they keep playing like this, yeah. Wind it down. At least we're seeing competition at the break. There's width out here for Wales. They want to use it. And they find the wide as well. Now's a chance. North goes to Adams. What's North way out there? He's way off his wing. He's on the left wing. 2 wingers out there. Josh Adams takes the ground. Oh, Gareth Davis gets advantage. Oh, chasing too far out. And they spread it very wide. Hadley Parks. A pathetic kick from Parks. Really out of ideas. They quickly shifted wide Wales. And then they realised they didn't have the numbers out there to support the attack. Hadley Parks just went for a nothing because George North, who should have been on the right wing, was way out on the left wing. So that really caused creating numbers on the left, but caused them a bit short on the right, as Josh Adams did very well. Keeping that ball alive, and then firing out was Willie LaRue. Yeah, he was in a world of trouble, and he gave a big shoulder kiss there to Ken Owens for his troubles. So, Wales here, firing straight back, are they? Why not? Yes, surely, yes. Here we go, Dan Bigger now. I do really miss the dance, the Dan Bigger dance. Would love to see that come back. Why have I given him one already? It's none. He hasn't even had the shot yet. So first attempt to goal for Dan Bigger. Bring it back. Bring back the shuffle. You know, the shoulder, the hair, the top, the shoulder, the shirt. Oh, now I've messed up my shirt. Here's Dan Bigger, not Carter. Not even close. Steps up. Slaps it beautifully. Dan Bigger doesn't miss those, although he does miss them from right in front. It is 3-3. And Wales hit the scoreboard a lot faster than the All Blacks did last night. That is a tied ball game. And we are almost halfway through the first half. And as Andres says, it's going to be a Pollard and Bigger competition. It's also going to be a Gareth Davis versus Faf de Klerk competition. That's going to get the sides into the territory. And then those chaps you mentioned there, Pollard and Bigger, are going to... oh, hang on. While I was talking crap there's a bit of a arms in the air situation here. Looks like it might be an injury. Let's have a replay of this. Up goes Moriarty. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, ah, ooh. I mean, he was really lucky there. He didn't give the big Bruce Lee. Now I see the Bruce Lee, prop Bruce Lee from Grassy there. I understand it 100% now. Because the leg was miles in the air. And if that hit someone's face, oh, that could have been dangerous. That could have been really dangerous. Imagine that. Some pegs in the face would have been disastrous. I think he's just hyperextended his leg there a bit, Moriarty. And he's plummeted on his backside and on his back. And quickly up. Looking to come on. Who would they bring on here? Shingler, I guess. Aaron Shingler. Probably the next man. Next cab off the rank, if you will. And we do have a stoppage here, so I'll stop the clock. We are still going. Amazing. Amazing we are. 3-3 the score. So result from that is overall a knock on. It was from Moriarty. Replacement from Colby. So Grassy and Cossey's come on to start. And on the bench, well, there's no change. It's the same. It's still Herschel Yankees and Franz Steyn on the bench. So it's a straight swap. And Cossey from outside the 23 into 14. And of course Colby out. So no real change aside from that. You'll see him in the number 14 jumper. SuperBru and Cossey. Now, here's South Africa. On the 22, scrum for Faf. And David Vermeulen in his big pack. Now we start seeing the advantages. Here advantage as well for South Africa from the scrum. They look, oh, what's he doing there? Oh, Pollard. He's just knocked it on. He was winding up. It was like a toy in the kids' toy box. Wind up the pass. And he goes, oh shit, I dropped the ball. Handré Pollard, shocker. He was looking to fire a big one out there to Makazole Mapimpi. But that is a dominant scrum by the Springboks. Went to Nkosi first. And then Pollard, he said, I'm going to go big. Oh, no, I've dropped it. He wanted to give it to Arm. But Arm overrun it. And then he was going to fire it straight out to Mapimpi. Who couldn't get the pass away. But it was penalty advantage, so I expect we are, yes indeed, Mr. Pollard lining up his second shot at goal. So he's 1 from 1 so far. This is his second attempt. Cracks it nicely. Oh boy, that is good. That is accurate. Man, these guys are on fire. 6 points is up. 6-3 the score. South Africa get their lead back on their side. And from that little injury break, I've got to restart the clock. So there we go. Back underway we are. Just over 20 minutes gone. And Dan Bigger back to halfway. Would we see any tries today? I wonder. Will we see a try? Place your bets now. As over goes from Bigger. And oh, good save there from Diaga. Took it off the chest and bounced forward, but he plucked it back into his grasp. And now it's there for Faf de Klerk once again. And Tawera sits and bases it, and Faf puts it high, and completely overrun there was Mapimpi. He was going for the next box kick. Now Gareth Davis getting away. Oh, big hit there on Ken Owens. And to midfield, Bigger. Flat ball. Giving for Ball, who charges up to halfway. Oh, the ref's in the way. Oh, it's a bit messy here. What is going on? Garces has let this go. Wales have thought they had a bit of a penalty, a short arm penalty there because the referee was in the way. Should have just thrown it at him. Should have thrown it at him, Gareth. You've just lost 10 metres there. That was silly. Gareth Davis, he hesitated. The Springboks defence rushed and Dan Bigger thought, I'm having none of this. And they let that go. Zach's back. Zach, welcome back, my man. It's not all doom and gloom, my friend. Rugby still goes on. As you've seen, the sun comes up the next day. We'll just have to wait for another 4 years' time. Don't worry about it. The All Blacks are in no worse place. This is how rugby goes. This is sport, Zach. Let's enjoy this. The Springboks. Oh! And Wales. And that is a big steal. Mapimpi almost stole a box kick away and got the clear cut. But Wales have the advantage. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well, Zach. Thanks for asking, my friend. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And hi. Right, let's catch up on what's going on here. Another box kick from Faf de Klerk's gone sky high. And Gareth Davis went up for it. And he just got it away from Makazole Mapimpi. And it was eventually knocked on from Mapimpi. Bigger look lost here. Yeah, Grassy, I can't agree anymore. Crazy thing is, New Zealand media, I haven't even looked. I haven't looked, Grassy, but, I mean, let me tell you something. We've got to stop it here, so let's stop. Let's talk for a second about the All Blacks. Because this is the big story of the World Cup, isn't it? They've lost first time in 3 tournaments. They've lost blah, 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 blah. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, 2-time defending champions. Brilliant work, 3 times overall. Fantastic. But, this is refreshing. Not only for the fact that we get to see teams like Wales in this situation. And you're right, Grassy. They'll come back better. They'll come back stronger. But I'm really looking forward to Super Rugby. I am really looking forward to Super Rugby. Although I'm going to miss most of it because I'll be out of the country. But the potential now. We need a number 8 for the All Blacks. Any number 8s around Super Rugby? I mean, this is your year. Step up. Because you can go straight in to that number 8 jumper. They need depth in the midfield. They need another fullback. They need a 10. I mean, what the hell is going to happen? Richie Mo'unga, I guess. Who's the new coach? Ian Foster? Scott Robinson? Take your pick. I don't know. But we got a new coach. We're going to have new players. There's new opportunities. Heaps of people are leaving. And let's be fair, they're out of the semi-finals. Is there anything to say these guys are the best in their positions anymore? This is the most competitive Super Rugby season I think we're ever going to see for over a decade. That is what's so exciting. And I think exciting for the players as well, because there is spots open. Here is Wales, though. They're attacking. Let's get back to the game. It's off to scrum they go, and a nice tidy little run from Gareth Davis eventually finds him up towards halfway. And Peter Steptoe is an absolute menace. He is causing trouble everywhere. Springboks are very fast down the line there, shutting down Elwyn Jones. Who do I want to win this match? Us, Zandre. It's a tough one. It's Gareth Davis box kicks. And Faf de Klerk. Straight up and straight down goes Faf. We're not going to see a box kick this phase. That's for sure. Up he goes and takes it. Plucks it from the sky. Andre Pollard not keen to box kick. He goes one out to his forwards and then says, Faf, get up, you lazy bugger. You'll go a box kick the next one. And Faf rightfully says, I'll do that job for you. Faf waits. Now he boxes. And it goes straight up. Oh, and it's going to find grass. Oh, kicked on the fly. What a play there. And now Pollard. Oh, another collision. Kicks it back. Wales on their 22. We'll catch up with questions in a second as Lee Halfpenny hacks us downfield. Almost on course for another collision. Billy LaRue back on his 22. Goes high and Pollard chases down the left wing. Up they go. Knock on this time from Gareth Davis and from Billy LaRue. We'll have a scrum. Now let's catch up on who I want to win this match. This game will be a record for the most kicks. I think we're already there. Yeah, you're right, Zach. A new captain as well. I'll get to the rest of that in a second. But who do I want to win this game? I am 100% wide open to this game, Zandre. 100%, because Wales, how great would it be to see Wales make a World Cup final? Yes, the only sad part is it makes it a Northern Hemisphere versus Northern Hemisphere battle, which, I mean, really means nothing. But it takes a little bit away from that rivalry, doesn't it? I would like to see the Springboks win it and we just continue that North versus South. So we had a Northern winner for England versus the All Blacks. We had a Southern winner for South Africa versus Wales. Just gives it a little bit more edge. It just keeps the fans inside the involvement of the game. And yeah, that's my second point, Grassy. Exactly what you said. The other point is we see the game of the Six Nations every single year. Also, that's a bad thing about if it was a New Zealand-South Africa final, because we see that game 2 times a year as well. So we don't, Ideally, I think a South Africa-England final is the best. And I think that will give the best matchup as well. So that's what we're going for. South Africa, I think it'll be great for Wales to make a final. But I do think South Africa will trickle their way through eventually as South Africa try to play a little bit something fancy. But we quickly go back to the kicking duel. And into touch it goes from Josh Adams, who's caught the ball over the side. That is rookie era from Josh Adams there. The kick went up from Billy LaRue, and Josh Adams was in the field of play, went up, caught the ball, and then landed out. Now that's rookie. I'm sorry, that's rookie. That is out. Oh, Pollard kicked it up. Billy LaRue chased. And yeah, this is rookie. This is rookie from Josh Adams. That's out. I'm sorry, that's a South Africa throw. That's South Africa throw for me. Talk is that Dan Biggar is potentially making his way off. Not quite sure. So Dealendy's run into Dan Biggar. Seems to have created a bit of a knock. We have a stoppage in time, so we're gonna crack the clock off. They're confused as to who's taking the ball into touch for one, and there's an injury to Dan Biggar at the same time. So we've got quite a bit of time here to recollect our thoughts. Let's catch up with the comments here. Zach, a new captain. How about Bowden? He communicates well and a lot to the team. I think Bowden and not Sam Whitelock. I think we need to take more pressure off Bowden Barrett. I think that's what we need to do. Take it away from Bowden Barrett in the future. Someone else will captain for me. We just don't want to heap anything on him because he's the star player of the team. We are back underway. Mbanabi kicks off. Let's have a look at some stats for you there, Rowley. 26 kicks already. We'll get to that as the Springboks. Mauler forward and Mbanabi at the back. Just over the 22-metre line for the Welsh side of halfway, near on 30 metres out. Goodness gracious, I don't know if you can hear that in my mic, but I talked to you guys briefly yesterday about how hot it was, and I had my fan going. Today, you might hear it. It is absolutely kicking down outside at the moment. The rain is like a damn typhoon here in New Zealand. Here is Fafa straight from Hadley Parks. What a play from Parks. He hacks it downfield, doesn't get a lucky bounce, and covering back will be Mapimpi, who steps, gets away from Halfpenny. What a run there from Mapimpi. Crashes into Hadley Parks. And a big collision there. Let's have a look at kicks here. As the Springboks come wide and Luggins kicking Kossi. He's never one to do that. He finds Khaleesi out wide. Down the right-hand wing. Lakanyuam steps in field. What an offload to LaRue! Faf de Klerk's there. He gets hammered and he gets his face smushed into the dirt for his trouble. Big play there from the Welsh defence to shut that down. But South Africa looking good on the attack. Oh, too fast out of the play there. Surely Gareth Davis, but he gets away with it now. Here's a chance. It's a 3-on-2 overlap. Little chip over the top for Mapimpi. It sits up and it goes in the hands of Hadley Parks, who was right man, right place, right time. And Wales will slow things down now. Possession on their side. And I'm trying to find the kicks here as Wales go back to the basics. Passes. Kicks from hand. Yeah, you're right, 26. That's a huge amount of kicks. Big kicks. Wales. There's another one. There's Gareth Davis. Box kicks high. Straight out of there. And into touch it goes. Well, it's been entertaining now. The Springboks coming out wide. Good play. This was good from Lakanyuam to step back in. That offload to Billy LaRue was superb. But that covering defence there was second to none. You've got to love that. What's up with the kicking when we have the man up? So what's going on with Dan Biggar? Oh, Jess, you seem to be know what's going on a bit more than I do about this Dan Biggar situation. Is he off? Wales are a bit desperate just to try and stop all play. They've turned over the line now, though. Tipperick, it's going up. Wow, that is something else. Wales turning over the South African lineouts. That is exceptional work there from Justin Tipperick. So Wales will get a chance to box kick their way out of their half, hopefully for them. Oh, I hear danger, Glassy. I hear danger. Here is Gareth Davis going up. Big box kick. Big collision. And a big squash for Faf de Klerk. I hope that's not what you're talking about, Glassy, at all. Out to the big boys they go. Charging is Ken Owens. Davis back and kicking high now. Biggar, he's back on the field. Here's an incoming collision. Oh, big crash. Lee Halfpenny going straight on with Vinny LaRue. Advantage to the Springboks. Faf says, I'm not interested. Faf just throws the ball away. Tackle in the air, straight through. High ball, of course, here. I don't know how bad that was. I want to see a replay. Oh, yeah, he could have bailed out of that, I think, Halfpenny. He was slipping down, but he still went for the tackle. No, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Just a penalty. I mean, to me, that is... He could have easily not put his arms around around Vinny LaRue to make that tackle. He could have easily bailed out. I'll tell you what, Andres, the rules have softened. If this was regular pool play, 100% guys, that's a yellow card. If you stick to the letter of the law, which until the finals, they have stuck to the letter of the law, now they've gone, now we're getting into the spectacle, the big part of the tournament. Let's just tone it down a little bit and make good competitive games. Well, I'm sorry. Don't take away from Fiji. Don't take away from Uruguay. Don't take away from Samoa. Don't take away from all these smaller unions, Canada, USA. They deserve to be treated as equal as all these other big nations as well. Just because it's the finals doesn't mean that you should get softer treatment. I'm sorry, but if that's pool play, that's a yellow card. Now, that should be a yellow card. The Springboks don't make do of it, and they kick long. Down to the 22 they are. And they fire it out to the left side. It's 1 hour play here. One pass from Faf, straight into a big running forward. Here's A run for Vermeulen. The ball squirts out, and it's knocked on. Wales get the ball back. How wasteful is this from South Africa? Halfpenny plays scrum half, and Parks says, I don't really want it, but thanks anyway. And he makes a decent little goal, but does Hattie Parks almost gets themselves out of trouble before it's there for Gareth Davis, who has got a three-man train to play the ball back, but instead gives it to Mr. Bigger, who cracks us away and doesn't get much ground from it. And the Springboks will have the line-out throw. Predictions for a new captain, Zach? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'd have to see the squad. We've got to see a squad. And to be honest with you, that's not going to be an issue until, what, June next year? I mean, yeah, that's a long, long way away, Zach. Springboks, though, firing the lineouts. And it's twisting and twirling when Jones is getting in strife, but somehow they fire it forward, and Khaleesi gets away to the 22 on a penalty to South Africa. Another chance for 3. Step up, Handré Pollard, surely. If I had to name one right now, Zach, yeah, I'm trying to think who's going to be there. And it depends who the coach is. That's the other thing. Typically, captains are forwards. Sam Cane is one that comes to my mind straight away. Retallick has opted out of captaincy before at the Chiefs, so I don't think he's a man who wants to take captaincy. Sam Cane's probably the first name that comes off my mind. I'm trying to think of who else is going to be there. A certainty. Whitelock, no, because you've got to sub your reserves. That's why I'm not too keen on a hooker captain as well. Just because they don't play 80 minutes. A scrum half captain don't play 80 minutes. Cane does seem quiet on the field. So I mean, you need a big voice. Yeah, you need a talker. Here's Pollard. By the way, we're back to the game. He's slapped over another 3. TJ nowhere in hell. Sorry, I'm not a big TJ fan. He's a great impact player. But considering he doesn't start, he certainly won't be my captain. 3 for 3 for Pollard. And we are 9 points to 3 up for the Springboks. Rowley, yes. Warren is coaching Super Rugby. He's coaching the Chiefs next season. So, yeah. And he's coaching the Lions in 2022. How does that work? I don't know. He's going to be watching a lot of rugby at night when the Northern Hemisphere's on to pick the side, because I don't know how he's going to do it otherwise. Who's going to be the big voice? I don't know. We'll probably talk maybe a bit more about that at halftime, Zach. Remind me at halftime we've got a bit of time to chat about who's going to captain the side, as we've got a penalty straight off the kickoff. We've got time off. Quick, get the clock. Ooh, looks like some trouble here for a Welsh player who's writhing in a bit of pain there. Vermeulen run back with a full head of steam. Straight in to Tom Francis it was. Rip to the Wales number 3. He's felt the full power of a big South African, says Andreas. Yes, Dane Vermeulen thundering into Tom Francis. And we've got some replacements. Dylan Lewis looks like it's coming on for Tom Francis. Do they lose much there? Nine points to 3 is the score. So, as we thought at the start, South Africa are going to just tick away the scoreboard. A try would be brilliant for them, but they're happy to do this in 3s. A try is going to change this game. Someone said earlier in the comments, whoever scores a try will win this game. And that's going to be true. That was Andres that said that. Well spotted. No one's got close, no. South Africa is probably the closest of any. That breakaway down the right wing, that almost, if Faf didn't get absolutely crushed, would have gone through. So, on comes Dylan Lewis. he'll replace the tight end side of Tom Francis. Final score prediction, 18-9. I don't know. 18-9. That's what it's going to be. To South Africa. I can't see a try. I'd like to see a try. I was hoping we'd see more tries tonight than we did last night, but sadly, looks like one for the two semi-finals might be about the best of it. So we've got 5 minutes till the break. 16-6. Yeah, well, you're picking a try. That's interesting. I'd love to see a try. I would love to see a try here. So it looks like bad news for Tom Francis. Imagine that. Imagine this. Making it to the World Cup semi-final. And they're getting injured. And imagine if Wales win. And then you're that guy. You're that guy that can't make it into the final. Oh, that would be gutting. This is a good discussion, Zach. We will talk about it at halftime. And everyone is more than welcome to give their thoughts on the topic as well. That'll be definitely on the money for a discussion points. Here is Wales, though, just inside the South African half. And charging straight into contact there is George North. And trying to push his way through with Dealendy. Doing a difficult job of it for the Welsh to get it out. Now it's Ball who's having a rumble. And Davis, not sure if he really knows what he wants to do here. Davis halfpenny's up on the line. Dally a little bit too much, and halfpenny is manhandled by Ebenet Sabith. Slow ball, Davis. Oh, that's terrible. Alan Jones, no clue where he wanted to go there. You're right there. TZR anomalous. Strong forwards like Khaleesi. Power of Dealendy. Pace on the wings. They are starting to outpower us. That's one thoughts from a Welshman. There's Faf. Faf's got the ball. And a box kick is incoming to reply from the box kick he just received. Compete ball, and up goes Halfpenny in another good take. And he's making a good fist of it. Here is Lee Halfpenny so far. And back to that little area of the field between 10-metre lines. Once again, we sit here. We've got minutes to go. I haven't restarted the time. Let me fix it. We've gone about a minute on. Another box kick. Gareth Davis. A little bit too... Oh, no, it's not. It's brilliant. Dan Bigger. George North is tripped into the 22. Stopped by a whisker. Oh, he needs to pick that up there. But they get it out eventually. Davis. Bigger. Wide ball. Looking out there for Halfpenny. He's got Tipperick. He's got Adams. Finds neither. Jonathan Davis needs to play scrum half, but he gets a big one. Wyn Jones. Biggest chance of the game now for Wales. They need points here. Could they go in 9-6? That would be a good result for them. Going backwards there is Ken Owens. Now Lewis stands over it. Has Gareth Davis, can't get it past Tipperick, and they set it up on the 22. Really good attacking chance. Wyn Jones is picked up and finally goes to ground. Another good play. Peter Steph to Toy. Wide Ken Owens. Oh, big collision here. I mean, that's got to be advantage. It is advantage. Advantage Wales. Back to Bigger. Bigger shimmies. Now he kicks high. Advantage on his side. Oh, George North. Oh, my word. What's he done? He's absolutely killed himself. Stop the play. Stop the clock. North has gone to accelerate for that ball, and he is gone. Patrick says George North is down. George North is finished, says Glassy. And the Japanese Gladiator, he's sticking with the name. He's back. Welcome along, Gladiator. Good to see you around, buddy. It's a penalty shootout out there, he says. Welsh players are dropping here in the last 10 minutes. Andrea says, you're right. George North went to accelerate and rip. Oh, the pain. But he knew he just was, that. Look at how he's clutching at his leg. That is not nice. It was by the trip tackle. Yeah, he did get tripped up just when he picked up that ball, didn't he? So it's not good. Not good at all for George North. What replacements do they have here? That's the question. Owen Watkin, the last man. He played the last game. Is he going to play on here, George North? That looked really bad. I mean, credit to him. Oh, I don't know, George. Think about your career, man. Oh, that is not nice. You just know he's going to accelerate somewhere and it's just going to do more damage. Cut yourself, George. Cut yourself and take a blood bin. Get it looked at, man. That is not looking nice. And the liability could be interesting. We are having a penalty, though. One's broken an arm, and the other just doesn't want to live anymore. What are you talking about, Gladiator? The Welsh? You'd love an England-Wales final. It is another chance for Dan Biggett to make it 6 points to 9. And he doesn't miss. He does not miss. Making it easy on my scoreboard here. 2 out of 2. 9 points to 6. And we have just a minute or so to go. Now, North, you got to go, Georgie. Sorry. You got to feel sorry for the guy. Such a legend of Welsh rugby, but that was a nasty-looking injury there for the poor fella. Wow, Andres, you did right. You've already used 2 replacements. Ooh, that is a very good point. Underway we go again. Moriarty is going backwards, and he has been monstered. Oh, just when they get a bit of momentum, Moriarty's been absolutely slugged, but somehow, sailing off the ball there, the Springboks get penalised. And Omnis says we have to hope that South Africa concedes stupid penalties and tick away at the scoreboard. That is a dream. Because this game is not going to be decided by tries, I don't think, at all. Moriarty looked up when he fell over, and he saw green jerseys thundering in. And that is not a sight you want to see at all. There goes the gong. I'm 30 seconds out, but whatever. It would be 0-0 if there was no penalties in this game. Thanks for that insightful comment there, Gladiator. Love it. Good work. Love your work. What do you do here, Wales? Take the ball in, kick it straight out? I would. You're only behind by 3. You're certainly, oh my goodness, Faf de Klerk almost caused a menace of himself. There is halftime. Let's get rid of the clock. It is halftime on the clock, and it is 9 points to 6. South Africa only ahead by a whisker over Wales. How have you found that first half of semi-final number 2? 9 points to 6. It's being decided by penalties, and it is tight. Who will score a try? Will anyone score a try? Will we see a decisive winner here, or is this one going to go right to the full 80 minutes? Like Andrea says in the chat, this one is going to be decided by that last 20 minutes. Will the fact Wales have had to call on 2 of their reserve players already count against them later on in the match? Now remember, they do have 3 back reserves, the Welsh, whereas South Africa only have the 2. So that is going to be a big factor in that final 10-20 minutes of this game. What have you guys thought? As you predicted? I'm surprised Wales brought into the box kicking as much, but they've been pretty much pinned back. They've had no hope. We knew exactly what to expect from Faf de Klerk and the Springboks. Secure the ball, box kick, compete. Secure the ball, box kick, compete. Over and over and over again. Wales, though, I think have got the advantage on the outside. And I want to use that a bit more. It's a bit of a blow to lose George North. They've got to keep swinging the ball from side to side to side and make sure they can get some breaks away to get themselves in dangerous areas, and they could score that elusive try. Gladiator reckons Wales should just get the England players to go in disguise if they want to try, and South Africa get the Ireland players. Oh wait, no, South Africa are better off on their own. Ireland would lose. Oh, go easy on poor Ireland, come on. They made the quarterfinals again. It if anything, you can't call them inconsistent, can you? At least they get out there. They've got there. Dowie says Faf didn't kick enough in the box. Didn't kick enough. Hang on. Let's have a look at player stats. Kicks from hand. Faf de Klerk has the most kicks from hand, 12. Gareth Davis has 9, Dan Bigger 6, and Pollard 3. That tells you exactly how many kicks there has been. A lot of kicks straight away from these sides. But that's the plan. That's how these teams play. And what's going to be interesting is whoever wins this game and plays England, how will they play? Are they going to play the same sort of style? Which is going to be interesting as well. Andres says, think the box will start playing the back line when the bench comes in to bring that energy. Because it's all the fast running forwards that's on the bench that like offloading. Fair call. The likes of Mr. Snyman. Who else is there? Mostert, Lowe, Koch, Kitshoff, and Marks. Yes, you're right. We get to the quarterfinals every year and you lose. It's a routine. It doesn't matter if it's Namibia, we'd still lose. Don't say that too lightly. Namibia could be a world powerhouse in a few years. You never know. You never know. You just never know what's going to happen. It's anyone's game, says Patrick. You're dead right. It is up in the air. 3 points. Like we talked about last night, 7 points is not enough to lead by to win a semi-final. 3 points here for the Springboks. It's not enough at all to win a semi-final. If England's defence is anything like versus the ABs, these two teams will not score a try. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think it's going to be pretty hard for anyone to score tries against these defences, no matter who makes it. It's going to be a goal kicker's grand final. Either way you look at it, that's what it's going to be. Gladiator says he's been on the earth for 12 years, and 12 of those have been in the basement. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? 4 years from now, France will be the venue. What's going to happen there? Who really knows? Sean, welcome back, Sean. Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while, my friend. Welcome back. Halftime. What have we thought of the game so far, folks? Swan's here. Welcome along, Swan. Good to see you, sir. Go Wales, he says. The timekeeper is back. I'll tell you what, Sean. I have a surprise that will blow your mind. So, keep an eye out for the start of the second half, would you? Keep an eye out. Cheeks is great, says the game's pretty boring. It's a stalemate, isn't it? It's a stalemate where they are going to draw penalties. They're going to look to take 3. Get back in. Take 3 more. That's a tactic. No one really wants to take the risk of scoring a try. Swans are joining the game for his rum and cloak / special water. Would love some special water, I tell you. Oh, I'd love some special water. Germany will knock us out of the quarterfinals. New Zealand won't make the tournament, and Jamaica will make it out in 2023. Oh, Gladiator, yep. Gotta love it. Would be a great day. Imagine, and that's when the Irish football team is going to win the Football World Cup as well, isn't it, Gladiator? That's exactly what's going to happen. Jacob asks, who would you rather see go through? I really want to see England play South Africa because I think their styles are going to be really, really combative. And we always see England versus Wales. But I would like to see that English style go against the South African style. It's going to be like 2 boulders just going at each other. I don't see who's going to get an advantage there. Someone is going to have to get into the back line and actually make some plays. So we'll see what happens. That would be, I think, ideal situation would be that one there. Rowley says, try late game maybe. Decisive try? The game-winning try, is that what's going to be happening? Rowley, that'll be interesting. What are the rules if it's a draw? If it's a draw, it goes into extra time. Extra time, And then I think eventually, golden points, yep, and then eventually it goes into a kickoff. It's a general rule. I'm not 100% sure if the World Cup's exactly the same, but surely we can't go through 80 minutes, extra time, golden points to get to another state. God help us, no. If Wales outsmart South Africa in the second half, it'll be a Six Nations final. And Wales know how to play England, yeah. I think Wales will be feeling fairly confident that they can get the job done against the English as well. Gladiator says half our players are from the north of football. Well, you can't be all made of gold there, Gladiator. Sean asks, well, you should watch you should watch last night's stream, Sean, and see what we thought about the All Blacks' performance, because there was a lot of words said then about that game. I don't think we can really go over it again, but I don't think, just quickly on last night's AB's performance, it was not their performance, it was England's performance that was the thing. So, they were amazing. They were amazing. Yeah, who would you, as English fans, prepare to face? South Africa or Wales? That's what I want to know as well. Grassy says he fears Wales in the final. That's interesting. Quite interesting indeed. What else we got going on here? Throw me in fullback for the Springboks. I'm not more than 5 stone, but I'm going to try killing myself in the process, says Gladiator. Oh, goodness me. Definitely South Africa. You want to, Josh, you want to play South Africa? Or you are worried more about South Africa? Patrick England's England could beat both teams. Yep, don't disagree with you there. You prefer to play South Africa, I presume, is the way you're going with them. That's interesting. Because South Africa plays exactly how England play. Pretty much a forward dominating game. I'm surprised. Why do you fear Wales so much? Is it just the fact that you've lost to them this year and they're Six Nations champions? Is it previous results that you're more worried about Wales than you are than South Africa? Josh, yeah, wants to play South Africa because Wales know how to play us. South Africa have that speeding number 11. Marcus Onomapumpi is the man I think you're speaking of that bursts through everyone. Yeah. It's going to be... I think that's what appeals to me more. Like you guys say in the chat there. Wales know how to play England. But we haven't seen England and South Africa. I think that's what's intriguing, is because that is an unknown. I don't really want to see New Zealand, South Africa in the bronze playoff again. Because I think it's going to be just a write-off. I think either way, the All Blacks team for that third place game is going to be a write-off. You're going to see a farewell for like the Ben Smiths, the Ryan Crotties. Those guys are all going to come out. And it's going to be a whatever. Let's move on. Until then though. So I'm not much a huge fan of the third versus fourth playoff game. Rowley. Hopefully they are a good game. Hopefully they get out there and score some tries. If it's South Africa, I think both teams will be a bit like, whatever, let's just go out and smash it. Local rivalry, says Glassy. Wales seem to up the game versus us. But this is World Cup Wales. This is not the same as the Six Nations. You're right. Gladiator says, I'd just love to win the Six Nations and make it past the quarterfinals for once. Even if we had to play the best team in the world, which is Jamaica or Azerbaijan. Oh, powerhouses of the world sports. Yeah, Dewey, you're right. They had a good World Cup in the football, didn't they? Would they make semi-finals, quarterfinals in the World Cup? The Football World Cup? And of course, they won the Cricket World Cup. And they're in the grand final of the Rugby World Cup. It's a great period for English rugby, English sport, I should say, at the moment. So they are on top of the world. All the worlds as well at the moment. Oh, you have to wait till the second half, Sean. You have to wait till the start of the second half, man. It's a amazing surprise that's going to let you enjoy the game even more. Although you'll probably still have a job, though, because you'll see. You'll see. We still have 40 minutes to go. So, what are we looking at? I don't think there's really any stats. You guys know the stats. I mean, I've had a look through the stats. Territory's been fairly even. Possession has been Welsh dominated slightly. But it's all pretty even. It's box kicks. Up they go. They compete. They come back down. It's really been a fairly predictable sort of game. So, for the remainder of this first half, or the halftime break, anyone can have their thoughts. Look at that. You can have your thoughts on screen here to say what you think. What's Gladiator up to? 2 Irish teams made the All-Ireland final in Gaelic football. And hurling, which is totally not 2 Irish sports. Something we're good at. You almost sound like the Aussies going on about how they're so great at AFL. Because no one else plays it. It's like the Americans saying that they're the best at baseball and all those games. And it's all the Japanese, of course, get involved. And now they're killing them at that as well. Oh, Sean, you'll see the surprise, Sean. Don't worry about that. We'll get into the second half. We'll see the surprise. Any other topics? Zach did want to talk about who we think is going to be the All Black captain next season. Of course, with all the changes going through, let us know who you guys think will be the captain of the All Blacks. Unknown person is getting a bit nervous. You're nervous because the potential that you saw in this game at halftime? Because it's anyone's game here. Did you think that you were going to do as good as you are? That's what I'm curious to see. Japan are good at martial arts. You learned from the Ninja Turtles. Goodness me, Gladiator. Sam Whitelock, says Sean. Yeah, Whitelock. I'm not sold as a permanent captain. You think about who's going to be there. The props are all fairly new. The hookers don't play 80 minutes and they really don't know who's the best. Cody Taylor, I don't think, is captain material. Dane Coles will be broken soon, so it's not going to be him in the situation. We're about ready for kickoff, which has gone rather fast. And then you look at the back row. A Xavier, a Kane. That's what's going to be rather interesting, I think. We are getting ready for the second half. So brace yourself here, Sean. Brace yourself. When we go, time is on. We are underway. We've got a clock. We've got a clock. So Sean's clock, man. But you have to just tell me when time's on and off, Sean. You've got to... We've been upgraded. We have been upgraded. We're in the second half and... I'll surprise everyone by saying Faf de Klerk has just box kicked straight away. And here come Wales, Moriarty charging straight into the defence. Are we going to see a try? Here's a high kick from Dan Bigger, getting it just over halfway, and Jonathan Davis grabs it. And Ellerman Jones gets the ball popped back, and Dylan Lewis comes up with it. Goes backwards 5 metres. And down to their own 10-metre line. Wales had the ball. Davis goes to the ball. Who charges straight in. Do we have any changes to the sides? Doesn't look like we do. And the big boys still in the work at the moment for Wales as they keep it tight. Now we're going to see Gareth Davis line up a box kick. 6-9. This is close. This is tight. This is semi-final rugby of the World Cup. Up it goes. Oh! Dane Vermeulen, I just think, crashed like a meteor from the sky. Done very well, though, to keep hold of it, Vermeulen. Back to Pollard. And he smashes his flats. Gets a good bounce, very good bounce into touch. Dan Bigger can't quite get it going. You're right, Grassy. He did get taken out in the air. He went down in a heap as well. He got his feet taken out from behind him. The refs are yeah, they are going easy. They are certainly going easy. A lot easier than they were. Time, so quickly, time is off. Unbelievable. They are really stepping back after the pool play where it was so strict. And now they're kind of gone, let's go back to how we were doing before the World Cup because we think the games are a bit more entertaining. Josh Adams, nothing much in it, but you're right. To the letter of the law, of course, he has put him in. He was in no position to compete for the ball. He didn't go up for the ball, and he's just bummed him out of the way. Potentially, a penalty at least. Up goes David Mullen to carry on. Water bottle number 1, out of the way. No, they're not even looking at it. They're not even looking at it, Glassy, at all. We've got water bottles all over the place here. Do I drink too much water? Maybe so. Out you go. And Cossey comes flying in. We've seen him for the first time in the second half. Here's de Klerk. Deep to Pollard, who smashes it high. And Halfpenny takes the mark. Yeah, he did put him in a dangerous... I mean, if you mean it landed splat on his back, that is, you're right, a dangerous position. Oh, Faf, what have you done? Kicked away from the mark, and Faf has just spilt it straight to touch. Oh, time on C, Sean. You are still very useful. Oh, Faf was halfway down the field. He's made an absolute nightmare of that. I'll refix the time when I see what the time is. There we go. Time's back on. Getting feisty. Can't wait for this. Ken Owens to throw. And Tiprick drags it in. And Etzebeth tries to get involved here. I think he has got it, has he? Etzebeth has come through the middle. He's very well played. There's advantage Wales. Gareth Davis, short side. Oh, Faf! Oh, Faf de Klerk makes revenge. Oh, and we got a bit of biffo. It's getting feisty. Gareth Davis and Faf de Klerk. And look at this. Jake Ball comes in and says, you don't mess with my little man. Faf de Klerk says, get the hell out of my way. Gladiator, what do you got? Full-time score will be Wales 12, 18 South Africa. All scores will be penalties. That was my pick was 18-9, so not far off there. That was a good tackle there from Faf de Klerk. And then the biffo ensued. Look at it. Handbags. Jake Ball, what are you doing? You absolute brute. Look at the big bearded man. And Faf does not stand down to no one. He gives up almost double his height. But he does not give up anything in passion. Our time's not too bad. We're almost... we're a little bit ahead. You're right, Zach. And we're lining up a shot at goal regardless. Here we go. First points on offer. And it's for Wales as well. This is interesting. Bigger. With his third shot. Who's going to miss the first kick? Yeah. That's going to be a big one, Andres. You're right. Dan Bigger is lining up a shot at goal. Where was he sitting? Just inside the 40-metre line. About 15 in from touch. On the right-hand side of the field. And now it's a right-footed kicker. This should be fairly nice to fade. Gets the leg up. Delivers it nicely. And over it goes. Dan Bigger adds another 3. And we are all tied up. How are those nerves? Welsh fans, South African fans. The nerves must be ringing clear because we are all tied up at 9-9. Goodness gracious, we are in for one hell of a last, 35 minutes. The time is looking good. We are back underway. And Wales grab the ball in on their 22. And they go one out. Element Jones doing the hard work. Gareth Davis waits for it. And he box kicks. It's a big, puts in a bit of pressure on there, and it's gone up. Oh, what a take there. Gareth Davis, great work there by the scrum half. Goes high. Leaves Tipperick to play 9. Josh Adams is fired up. There's some absolute man cannons out here at the moment. Now Davis is back. And he's got a box kick. Wait for it. There it goes. That's a better one. Bit too deep though. At the back is LaRue. Pollard is the chaser. Change of directions here as it swirls around. Bigger takes beautifully. One offloads Halfpenny and kicks. Charged. Goes straight up for the kick from Parks, and Lutiaga grabs into the ball. South Africa have it now. They're midway 22, 10-metre line. Faf. He's not going to kick this one. Goes to Pollard. He doesn't stand in. Gareth Davis lets it come off the boot, and Wales steal it back. Another charge down. They're all offside. They've got to be dangerous here. The ball has eventually come back to Wales. And Gareth Davis is back on it again. Scrappy game, Glassy. Yes, you're right. Rowley. Box might get a try soon. I can feel it in my feet. Magical feet, Rowley. Another box kick comes up and a knock on from Billy LaRue. Ooh, pressure. This was a real messy party of the kicks, the charges. Parks straight into the mid-drift of Kulisi. And then another charge down on Pollard. It come free from Parks, who kicked it. A charge down from Lekanyuam. And then eventually, Billy LaRue. Oh, bread and butter stuff for LaRue. And Lekanyuam standing there saying, I could have caught that, buddy. Get LaRue off and bring Stain on, says Andres. That's a big call. So here's a big change. Thomas Williams is on at 9 for Wales. That sees Gareth Davis off. Gareth Davis is a big game player for Wales. They're taking him off after just 47 minutes. And Benambi's off as well. Malcolm Marks is on. Here's the changes. And Kitshoff is on too for the big man, Tendai and Tawera. Here's Williams. Does this mean that Wales are going to play a bit more expansively? Vincent Koch is on as well for Frans Maholba. Josh Adams goes up for it. It's bounced free, and Halfpenny and Nkosi are battling each other. It's a knock on by Wales. So there, South Africa will get the ball. Advantage on their side as well. And Faf goes out. Kicks off with his first carry. Peter Steph to Toy covers, but they don't kick. They go back to Pollard instead to do the work. On halfway, Nkosi. Big flying high, and is it offside? No, just a knock on from Wales. Did knock it into another Welsh player. Ooh. So here's the extra time situation. 2 10-minute periods of extra time. And then a 10-minute golden point period. And then after that, it is a kickoff. I was right. So that's the thing. Oh, wouldn't it be great to see that? It'll be about 1 a.m, but I don't care. A kickoff in a Rugby World Cup semi-final. Get your practice boots on for that. That would be amazing. Regardless of all that, we've had a little bit of stoppage. LaRue's done nothing good. Every time he touches the ball, Wales get it back. Says Andres. He's not had a great game. Springbok scrum though. Faf de Klerk comes out to who else but Delendi, who has the cannonball charge in midfield like he always does. And he set it up almost at 10-metre line here. He's done well there, Delendi. Oh, a big triple cut-out pass to Malcolm Marks. And Kossi puts a little grubber kick, but it goes into touch. A little bit of excitement there. Oh, did he not grubber it? I thought he did grubber it. Grassy says that's what they're practicing all game for, the amount of kicking goals. Dale Endy straight into Dan Bigger and Hadley Parks. Almost stripped it there, Dan Bigger, to be credit to him. 9-9 says Gladiator, someone please get a try, I don't care who. I'll be let out of the basement for the first time in my life if someone gets a try. Don't bet on it, Gladiator. Here's the Springboks, feeling the kick in their own half. And LaRue's gone high, and Nkosi kicked it out to the right-hand side. Oh, and Nkosi has just cannoned himself wide into the ground. And the ball has come back to South Africa despite Wales dragging it in. That's a good turnover for them. Fired wide. Dale Endy, he won't pass. No, he kicks. And he grubbers it deep into the Welsh 22. Ball in hand for 3 passes, says Grassy. Yes. Woohoo! 3 passes, 1 phase. Total kicks in this game are about 50. Rowley thinks. Let's see. Let's see the stats. Kicks from hand. Yeah. It's actually 659. 59 total kicks. Wales have won the lineouts. And they've kicked down to Makazole Mapimpi, who bulldozes his way to the 10-metre line. Are South Africa going to run? This is phase number 2. Oh, Peter Toy! Great run there from the open side. Penalty, your Wales! Oh, wow! Give some man credit. Who was it? Oh, Aaron Wainwright. No, it wasn't. He had to have 2 goes at a Wainwright. And no, it was Wyn Jones. Wyn Jones, excellent work. Not easy to get a turnover against a guy like Peter Toy, but he's done a fantastic job there and deserves all the credit he's getting there. Pat on the chest for Wyn Jones. Deserves that one. So a kick to touch. Another penalty, another kick. Come on now. So into the Springboks half go Wales. Here comes some more changes. Nope, not yet. Oh, Tipperick just gets it down. And into midfield it goes straight for Watkin. Bigger. Doesn't get it in the second wave. It's Jake Ball instead. Wales, 2 phases. 3 phases without a kick now. Bigger inside ball to Halfpenny. Oh, that deserves something more. Najik Snyman's on for Ivan Itzebeth. Like you say, Grassy, Wales start to run it. Where was the forward ball? Yeah, okay. That wasn't bad. Not a bad move. Remember the start of the Rugby World Cup? When the inside ball was magic for so many teams. Where'd that go? The inside ball was the play. Now it's nothing. All of the Welsh lineouts have not been straight, says Andres. Yep. Let's not look at that, shall we? Let's just not look at that. 53 in. And it's a scrum to South Africa. Gladiators got a plan for both teams. Run through the other team's smallest man. Well, that doesn't work. They've tried to run at Faf de Klerk all night long, and he's just tried to start a punch-up. Vermeulen sets it at the back. It's advantage to South Africa. Penalty on their side. Faf gets it away to Pollard. Pollard runs for going out to Dale Endy. Dale Endy needs an offload, looking for LaRue. Faf. Almost an intercept for Josh Adams. Again, in Super Rugby, there's the yellow card. Box smallest man can tackle the biggest man. We've seen that. Faf de Klerk already picked a fight with Jake Ball. You can't afford running players out of position defensive-wise. These 2 teams are pretty good defensive structures. You've got to say, 9-9 after 55 minutes is a pretty good effort. Make your smallest man run through their biggest man. Now that's a hell of a plan, says Gladiator. You're not wrong. That would be impressive. Faf de Klerk, though, he's the kicker. He's the man with the master plan. More changes. Wyn Jones coming off. And we've got Reece Curry coming on. So that's another change to the front row. Loose head for that one. So that's everyone bar Adam Baird, Aaron Shingler, and Reece Patchell on for Wales. Oh, Elliot D still to come on as well. As for the Springboks, their whole front row's on. And they got Franco Mostert, Francois Lowe in the forwards. And of course their two backs who probably won't come on for a while. The maul is working well and, great run there. Malcolm Marks breaking off the back and breaking into the 22 almost. De Klerk tied up, so he gives it to Vincent Koch, who does the work instead himself. Now's the chance. De Klerk. Surely hang on to the ball. Third phase now. Faf is skipping over players on prone on the ground. Strong run there. Good offload as well. And a big chance for Malcolm Marks, who's in the play again for the second time. They continue right. Snyman having a hard run now. 20 metres out. Quick ball for South Africa. Totoy charging in the line. They go a bit sideways there. Now they go deep to Pollard. Is he going to kick? Is he going to run? Pollard cuts him in half. Great cover there. Just taken from Jake Ball. And a penalty to South Africa. Now they're going to chance a run. Delendi does not pass. Does not pass. He does not pass. Delendi try. There it goes. Finally the try. Damon Delendi does not pass. And he scored a great try. A game-breaking try. Maybe the match-winning try as we almost get to the 60th minute. Damon Delendi. Second try of the World Cup. And this is a big play. Malcolm Marks has really changed the game. He's come on and done a huge amount of work. Pollard's run. One there. Pops it up to Marks for the second go. Then they get it out quick. That's the other difference. Really fast ruck ball. Pollard doing great work with ball in hand. Where's this been all tournament long from Pollard? More ball coming out. Wales tried to slow it down. Bigger missed him. Bigger missed him again and again and again. Before he just got dragged down slowly but surely. Watkin coming across. And alongside him from Williams, they could not stop it. And Damon Delendi loves a piece of that. Alex is late. Welcome along, Alex. Andres is eating humble pie. I take it back, he says. You deserve your place in the team, Delendi. Notice they go for a drop goal, but forced to run it. I tell you what. The Gladiator's allowed out of the he's allowed out of the box, out of the basement. Here's the conversion. It's great. Oh, Pollard's on fire. Add 7. That makes it 16. 16-9. Try to, let's spell his name right. E-N-D-E. That's right. Delendi. And a conversion for Pollard. That is a great try from Delendi. Love him or hate him, that is a game breaker. And literally, the fact is, he did not pass. He still didn't pass. Wales knew he wouldn't pass, but they just couldn't bring him down. The best they tried, Delendi, could not be stopped. Now we got to change. Let's get the business shirts on, boys, because Reece Patchell is on for Dan Biggar. The future of Wales may be here. Reece Patchell, how old is he? He's been around a wee while, hasn't he? But he gets the game back underway. Patchell's on. And Dane Vermeulen at the back, charges in. He's only 26, Reece Patchell. So surely got at least another World Cup in his stand. The kickoff too long. Swan reckons. Easy for South Africa. As the box kick goes down. Tipuric drags it in. Gladiator's going to kiss Delendi's feet. Yeah, you're right, Grassy. Wales thought he was going to kick it, and that's really what held off the defence. Wales got a penalty, though. Now what do? Do they continue to go for the posts? Franco Mostert's on as well. So pretty much the near on full bench on now for the two sides. So they go for 3 here. What's the longest time any team's had the ball? 3 or 4 phases. I really haven't seen much more than that. They kick. Do they go for touch or do they go for the corner? They're going for the corner. Reece Patchell and Alwyn Jones have had enough of 3. They're going for the big ones. Here's another change. Shingler making his way on. No, Beard making his way on for ball in the second row. So the big caveman is off. Who'll be the first to miss a penalty? No one. There's a Beard. He gets it straight away, and Wales trying to maul. They're mauling well, very well. Who's got there? Tipperick? Williams instructing his captain. Alwyn Jones not really interested. And they charge millimetres away. There is room on the short side. No, he leaves it for the forwards, Williams. Gives it Moriarty for the carry instead. Oh, they're just a few millimetres short here. Williams, he went for it, couldn't find it. Now he waits for Wyn Jones. Hadley Parks says, yeah, I'm not interested in this. They go shorts. And it's the big fellas that do it. Reece Curry again with another big play. Here's one right. Williams goes short. Another strong run coming in. Is that Dylan Lewis, I think, who's charging on in? It is indeed. Now waiting at the back for it is Ken Owens. He's held up and put back on the last ruck. It was hardly even away. They pick and go. Again, Wales, 4 metres short, right in front of the left-hand upright. Williams goes again to Lewis for another go. Ken Owens waits. Williams, another go. How long do they start to look before they go to the backs? 10 phases. We've reached a new record here. 10 phases. Time to start using your toes to count them. That's 11. Williams leaves it again for the forwards. Detoy trying to upset everything. Wainwright fires it out to the left side, and good defence from South Africa. Stephen Kitshoff right in the thick of things there with Vincent Koss, and 2 of them take out 4 Welsh players. Ken Owens waits again. Lewis to his right, and it just plops straight down. This is hard work. Wainwright again. This time he stays upright and he gets a little bit of momentum. We are trucking up the phases, you're right. Swan reckons he'll score 8 tries at this stage. Here's a good run. Big play there from Reece Curry. Oh, pick and go, rapid. Number 8, Ross Moriarty having a good go. Williams trying to dig it out. They've just been sat 5 metres out from the try line for an age here. 18 phases. This is tireless work. Williams again goes to Wyn Jones. Another carry for the captain. They've got advantage. Off his feet, 20 phases in. Williams, Patchell, little grubber, easily dealt with by Faf de Klerk and SuperBru and Corsi. Back for the penalty. And of course they kick at the end. Glassy was counting the phases there. Wow, that was immense pressure there. I'll tell you what, 21 phases, that is something else we have not seen in this game. What's the call here? Who's the captain? Ken Owens has said scrum. Alwyn Jones is about 5 or 6 players back. They are taking the scrum. Got to give them credit here, Wales. They've come to win, and they know at this stage right now, they've got to score a try. Their fans are pumped. Gatlin, I don't know if he knows that was the right call or not. Moriarty looks stressed. 63, 34, about 64 minutes in. I'm a little bit ahead of the time. Let me fix that while they set up the scrum. Oh, everyone's getting excited in the chat here. Something's coming from the scrum. Let's see how it goes. Right, they're set up. Oh, a bit of a mess at the scrum. Moriarty gets it out eventually. Gareth Davis away to Josh Adams. Oh, forward pass. It's the call in the chat. Josh Adams has scored it. Surely. I want to see a replay. Jonathan Davis. That was the ball that looked flat. He didn't need to play it flat. Are we going to see a replay? Thomas Williams. No, that's fine. That's a try. Mark it up. That's a try. Adams is over. And that was as easy as pie. Oh, is that not are we not looking at the pass from Jonathan Davis to Josh Adams? We've got a try. I'm calling it a try. That is a great try. That is a big try because the space created by the messy scrum, unintentionally, Moriarty did a fantastic job to keep that in play, to pop it up to Thomas Williams, and then he created the overlap. It's fine. I agree, Grassy. 100% fine. Shot at goal. Lee Halfpenny's taking over the kicking. Which is interesting because Patcher was a fantastic goal kicker. Halfpenny says, this is mine. No TMO check. You're right, Grassy. It's all in. It's all fair and game. Here's a shot. Halfpenny. Oh, slithers it in. Great kick from Halfpenny. And we are all tied up. Well, we are not done yet. I thought that Springboks try would be a decisive try. Not to be. Not to be at all. Great conversion. Swan agrees. And Josh Adams. We mentioned him in the preview. He is key, and his combination, his partnership with Jonathan Davis is massive. We've got 14 minutes to play, folks. 14. That's all. Less than that, really. And we are all tied up. Unbelievable game. This is what semi-final rugby should be about. Come on, All Blacks. Step up your game. You've let the world rugby down. The world of rugby, I should say. Here's Vermeulen at the back. The number 8. Not to be outdone. Gets a good charge. Faf goes out to Mostert. He sets it up just inside the Welsh half. Faf looks left. Changes to the right. Takes his time. Gives it to the big boys. And Kosh has a bit of a run there. Prediction here from Swan. South Africa will go for a drop goal. From 50 out? I don't know. Faf de Klerk's going to kick. And it's gone straight up. It's a shocker. It's really a shocker. It bounces around and Faf picks it up. As only Faf can do. And he offloads nicely to Dane Vermeulen. De Klerk again. Away to the big boys. Kosh again with another big run. Here's Pollard. He goes to the heavens. Chasing out wide is Mpimpi. Waiting is Halfpenny, who's been on everything. Oh, it's a tussle. Neither laboured away. And who's going to come away with this? Wales do. Halfpenny wins the tussle on the ground. Well played, Lee Halfpenny. Liam Williams, where are you? Injured, and look at your jersey being dominated by Lee Halfpenny. Wales waits, pushing it back. Waiting for Williams to box kick. He gets a good one away too. That's a very good kick. That's an extraordinary kick from Williams. The chase is nice from Watkins as well. Faf de Klerk replies instantly. And that has found grass. Here comes the chase. Patchell's in trouble. Delandy, good play. Great play, even better though, from Patchell. And now South Africa run it back. Pollard, jinking, driving. Pollard's a great run of the ball. I wish we could see it more. De Klerk. Great run away there. Marks has knocked it on. That's a knock on. That's a scrum. I do agree with the commentary team here. Handré Pollard is an elegant runner. If he was anywhere but South Africa, you'd see him with a lot more tries to his name. He is a great runner. And I would love to see them use him a lot more in open play, taking on the line. South Africa looking tired. says Glassy. I don't know. I think both teams are starting to think about just looking at the changes here of what's going on. Shingler's on for Wainwright. Franz Stain looks like he's coming on for Willie LaRue. And that is Sia Khaleesi off as well. So, that's a big call. Francois Lowe is on as well. So, the reinforcements coming on. Everyone off the bench, you know. Herschel Yankees for South Africa and Elliot D for Wales still to come on. So, Ken Owens is still there and Faf de Klerk is still there as well. Not far off though, Rowley. They're just about all off. Thomas Williams has made a very good impact since coming on for Wales. 16-0. I can't believe this game. Damien, I can't show the real game. It's copyrighted. The stream would be shut down in a flash every single time we say it. Every single time. Aussie Alex, who do you want to see in the final? I want to see England versus South Africa. That's what I want to see because that is something we don't see very often. Many reasons which we've discussed over the whole last couple of hours, but in a nutshell, that's what I do want to see. Reece Patchell's got a penalty for Wales and he has cracked this downfield just short of the 22. So the penalty here coming, straight in the side there. Franz Lowe. So here we go. 22 metres out. Ken Owens still on the field. Is there a drop goal? Is there a penalty? Is there a decisive changing of this game? This is exciting. In the middle it goes. Baird pulls it down. And Ken Owens has got it at the back. It's starting to collapse. Now they go to Patchell. Patchell runs and Patchell is dominated. Pollard and Delende. Big tackles there. And somehow Wales hang on. Williams goes to his left. Charging, nothing at the line there. Lewis can't get through the tackle. To the left side, Moriarty once more. Competition there from Kitshoff. Doesn't quite get his hands on the ball. Williams again to win Jones. Ooh. Dangerous there. Tipping the man up and putting him on his back. They've let that go. Arguments whether that should be let go or not. Williams again. Quick off the line his arm and they take Jonathan Davis down quickly. They're going backwards here, Wales. They've lost about 10-15 metres their way. And it is called a ruck. Luckily, Wales getting away with that one. We've got some support for Wales in the chat. Anon likes the commentary. Thanks, man. I hope you're enjoying. I hope it gives you a bit of an insight in the game. Here is Josh Adams. What a run there from the winger. He has been an absolute difference to these two sides. Getting into drop goal territory, says Anon. Brayton's here, back in the box. It is all tied up. It is anyone's game. The flags are coming out. They're black flags. What's going on there? Get the Welsh flag going. So they go to the left side. Lewis again having another run there, Dylan Lewis. We're getting calls for drop goal territory in the chat. Will we see an attempt? Oh, here we go. Here's Pencil. Miles out, 40 metres. It's off target and it's short. And it's there for Andre Pollard who slaps us away. Into touch it goes. That was a long period. What are we at? Double figure phases there. 4. This is tense. This is super, super tense. Pollard had that covered. It was about 2-3 metres short and well wide. Holy Moses, exciting games is that on. We've got the real support coming out now. South Africa in the chat from Simon Lee in here. Quinn. Everyone's jumping on in. Everyone's jumping for the support. So Elliot D is on. So that is the Welsh bench cleared. Welsh bench is out. Taken from Wales. And they set up the maul. At the back they've got it. D. Now he gives it to Williams. Williams dummies. Vincent Koch takes him down. Here's Shingler. Got at the back. Picks and goes. This is tense stuff again. Looking. Are they setting up for another drop goal? Ellerman Jones over the ball there. France Lowe. He's surely got a chance. He's got it. He's got a penalty. France Lowe. Excellent work there with Franco Mostert. Gets the penalty. And Frans Steyn is jumping in there as well. That is a big, big, big play for South Africa. Francois Lowe quickly over the ball, trying to push it back. There was Ellerman Jones, but he was double wrapped up. He was super double wrapped up. Penalty South Africa. It's kicked deep down, just outside the 22 of Welsh territory. So trundling up they go. 16-all the score. We've got a little bit more time than my clock says, so I'll fix that up for you guys. Here we go. We've got just over 6 minutes, so pretty much 6 minutes to play. 16-16. A line out for South Africa. Just 10 metres short of the 22 of the Welsh side at halfway. Malcolm Marx sits it at the back. Players getting deposited. And boots flying as well. They charge forward. A good maul this one. Advantage, straight penalty here for South Africa. Faf de Klerk digs it out. Is he just happy to give this away, Faf? He gives into the back line. Drop goal from Pollard, but it is away. It's hit the uprights, but well flat. Didn't get up to the sticks at all. When was the last time there was a draw in a semi-final? Over 80 minutes. Is there ever been one? Has there ever been one? It is a penalty South Africa though. That is the big talking point right now. I agree with Anon. I don't think there has been ever that situation before. 16-all, penalty South Africa. It's just outside the 22, left-hand side of the field, probably a good 6-7 metres in for touch, and they are lining up a shot at goal. And it is who else but Handré Pollard. Here we go. He is 4 from 4. How is he 4 from 4? He's 4 from 4 kicks, but this is his 4th penalty. It should be an easy kick here for Pollard. It's a good, probably about 35 outs. 6 or 8 in from touch, left-hand side, and he's nailed it easy as you like. Handré Pollard, no problem, no worries. And easy for Pollard. Handré Pollard is taking the penalties lead. He smoked it over. It's 19-16. We have got 4 minutes to play. Underway we go again. Quickly from Patchell it goes up and Snyman climbs high. Short one. Just a good 10 metres out from his 22. South Africa slow it down. They throw the forwards in there and Faf de Klerk's going to do what he's done all night long. He's going to box. Again, he kicks high. Chase. Not great kick. It's gone just short of 10 metres and Lekanyoam and Kossi fight over at 10 metre line. Springbok side at halfway. De Klerk again. This time he goes to Snyman. To the right. Up to the 10 metre line. De Klerk again. He's going to kick. He does. Box kicks, another one, it's another short one. Competition's up. Lee Halfpenny climbs, but it falls for Lekanyoam. 10 metre line now. Welsh side halfway. It's a penalty advantage for South Africa. Do they want to use it here? It's a huge overlap out wide. Denendi finally gets it outside, and it's grubbered kick through from Steyn and goes down to the 22. It sits up for Batchel. Inside his 22, he goes wide. Halfpenny trying to step his way through, but Steyn wipes him out. And just a metre inside his 22, Lee Halfpenny sets it up for Wales. Now they go to their forwards. And it's a run from Shingler. Advantage clearly was over from that kick. Back it goes to Patchell. 10 out from his own line. He kicks it long and waiting back there is Faf de Klerk. Makes no mistake there on halfway. Puts in a soft little kick. Oh, it bounces beautifully. That is a pinpoint kick from Faf de Klerk. Puts it into the 22 and it bounces just that much from the sideline. He kicked it about 2 in from the sideline. On halfway, it bounces on the 22, dribbles into touch, and just in the middle of the 22, it is a Welsh line-out. South Africa piling on the pressure. 19-16, that's your score. 3 points difference, 2 minutes to play. Wales with possession, but they're in their own 22. Oh, it's a competition here. It's advantage. Knock on at the back of the line-out. And you may suggest this is full time for the game. Wales have a long way to go. They don't have the ball. They don't have the territory. Nothing on their side, and time slowly but surely ticks away. Throw to the back. They looked for the money man, Elwyn Jones, but Franco Mostert went up for it high and disrupted the ball. And Garces calls a knock on from Wyn Jones, and Snyman gives them the eye. He knows what's up. Elwyn Jones can't believe it. They've fought so hard, so well to the bitter end. We do have a slight stoppage here. There is just over a minute to play. And Tawera can't believe it. There we go. Time is up. A minute and a half left. The support for the Springboks is flowing in high. I can't keep up with it. Everyone's jumping in. Where's the Welsh support? It's all for the Springboks. Only a miracle can help the Welsh now, says Anon. Boxer got this. Scrums take 2 minutes. More support for the Springboks. Here we go. Can they run it all the way down, South Africa? In a situation like this. A minute and a bit to go. Scrum. Packing on down. Faf de Klerk has been phenomenal. Cookies going for the Welsh. Our 3 games back in the Springboks. South Africa breaking Welsh hearts again. The Boxer got it. 79 minutes ticks over. And the time is ticking. They can't believe it. This has been a battle. A massive battle. 3 points only, the difference. Scrum goes down again. It's a big scrum. Oh, a monster of a scrum by South Africa. And the fist pumps come out from Faf de Klerk. Snyman is a beast. And he is giving it to Vincent Koch. He knows how big that was. And he knows he has just decimated that scrum. Big work from the Springboks. And you would say that is game, set, match. Bongi and Manambi is leaping and just jumping around on the sidelines. There goes full time. Pollard taps. Pollard kicks to touch. And it is all over. That is it. Full time. Done and dusted. South Africa will meet England in the grand final of the Rugby World Cup. Make your predictions now. This is where it comes to close. South Africa will face England for the William Webb Ellis Trophy. 19-16, full time, we are done. A brilliant game, a great game of rugby. The semi-final we dreamt last night would have been. England far too good. South Africa, boy, they had to battle. They were fantastic. Wales were fantastic. Both these sides deserve to go further, but it will be only one, and it will be South Africa. This was good enough to be a final. This was good enough to be a final. People are calling England already winning the Rugby World Cup. Big call. Faf de Klerk, the legend, says Lee. England are going to win, says Mudshop. Wales fan watching in Turkey, Cookie. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Great game. Box have done it. The Welsh fans are just distraught. South Africa will be world champs, says unknown person. Oh, there is torn allegiances here. The love for South Africa. Gonna repeat history. 2007. Well played, South Africa. Wanted Wales to win, but great game, well deserved, says Cornflake. Go South Africa, says Sharding Z. Thanks for the commentary. No worries at all. Much better than the Aussie Foxtel team. We've got a lot of love-hate relationship for those Aussies in their commentary team. Wales should be extremely proud of this. Wales have done way better than I thought. How many times did Faf box kick? I'll tell you how many times Faf de Klerk box kicked. Give me a second. Kicks from hand. Faf de Klerk box kicked 19 times in the game. Gareth Davis box kicked 14 times. And Thomas Williams, come on, only box kicked 4 times. Yay from Zimbabwe, says Francis. Already 3-time champs, says Petey. Oh, well done. Thanks for coming by, Kazan. Hope you enjoyed the stream. England will hammer the box, says M. I'm excited for the grand final because this is going to be an epic smashing of 2 big forward packs. That is going to be what's big about it. That is going to be what's massive. I can't wait to see 2 epic defences crashing like that. The scoreline, right there, 19, 16, whatever way you want to look at it. Full time is done. South Africa are in the grand final. They'll be taking on England. The real final is being played for 3rd place. Who's going to take 3rd? South Africa, the pride of Africa, says Aubrey. They won't be kicking to England. Glassy says, Elman Jones, he is a beaten man. Wales have done fantastically. Let's take a moment here to say how good Wales have been. They come into this game, they came to this end, they came to this point, and they will always the side that were the easy beats, if you will. Wales were never the side that anyone expected to upset. England, New Zealand was a 50-50. This one was South Africa all the way. Wales have done themselves an enormous amount of pride because this has been brilliant. This has been brilliant by Wales. Dan Bigger, Josh Adams, huge work from Wainwright and Moriarty at the back of that pack. Just brilliant. I think Wales certainly have been one of my top sides from this World Cup. A semi-final will disappoint them, but they have been brilliant throughout this World Cup. South Africa, though, just had that little bit more, that one extra kick, that one little bit, that finishing touch. And like we talked about in the first half, when it comes down to the fact that they had used 2 of their bench players inside that opening 20-30 minutes, that could have told the tale right at the very end. Now here is the proud captain, Siya Kolisi, for South Africa. He's a bit speechless as well. To make it this far has been massive for either of these sides. What a performance throughout from the Welsh boys, says Lewis. Gutted as a Welshman, but only hope South Africa bring it home. Lewis, don't be too gutted, my friend, because Wales, phenomenal. Wales have been amazing. As Ariel says above you there, unlucky Wales, you guys did well. They did more than well. They brought this game. No one played badly here. These 2 sides had specific plans, specific ways to play, and they put them to the ultimate test, and they both played brilliantly as well. Wales should be extremely proud of how they've played. Extremely proud, because they really took this to the bitter end. The try would have killed a previous Welsh side. That try that the South Africans scored would have killed a team in the past. The heads would have gone down. That top 2 inches would have gone. But they come back. They fought back. They brought it back to 16 all. And we were talking about extra time. We were talking about golden points. This has been a fantastic semi-final. One of the games of the tournament for mine already. Two very tight sides, and it goes to show what everyone was saying pre-World Cup. The Northern Hemisphere. The gap is completely bridged. Wales are a top side. England are a top side. No longer can the Springboks, no longer can the All Blacks look at any of these Northern Hemisphere sides and think that the winner's in the bag. Wales have done a fantastic job. They have been brilliant. England, outstanding. And I cannot wait for the grand final where we will have a new champion for the first time in 3 World Cups. England will take on Wales. No, they won't. England will take on South Africa. New Zealand will take on Wales. Get around the right way for 3rd and 4th. That has been an amazing match. An amazing, amazing game. Thank you everyone for stopping by and joining for the live stream of this matchup. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And Welsh fans out there, like I say, take nothing away from your performance. You have been absolutely brilliant. The final is on Saturday, Grassy. Next Saturday. So 3rd and 4th, I'm pretty sure, is on Friday. I'll just double check. Yeah, so Friday, the 1st of November, is the bronze final. That is New Zealand-Wales, obviously. The grand final, the Rugby World Cup, final dig is on Saturday. 1800, so 6 o'clock local time. Depending where you are in the world, we'll tell you where that is. But for me, it's going to be about 10 p.m. in New Zealand. Saturday at 11 for wherever Karabo is. Support for the Springboks, though, is wild. And let's talk about a little bit about the Springboks here. Brilliant. I mean, they took a lot of pressure. They really did take up a lot of that Welsh pressure. The fact that they did not let up, they did not give up, they kept on piling the points back on, taking those threes. No one missed a kick. That is how good these teams are. No points were thrown away. And that game was played 22-22 for 95% of the game. You look at the action areas and you can see exactly where that game was played and how much of a battle it was between the two teams. Amazing. Unknown person says, thanks to the All Blacks' dominance for so long, the Northern Hemisphere had to get up to their level, and that's what's happened. You are 100% right, unknown person. The All Blacks have been matched. The All Blacks have been bettered. You can't sugarcoat this, and I think that's a problem with New Zealand media, is it's all doom and gloom because the All Blacks lost. Nothing about that whatsoever. This is great for World Rugby. I was kind of thinking, how good would it be for the Welsh to get into a grand final, to really open up that global game and say, yes, we've got another team that's ever made a final, made it that far. But let's be honest about it. Wales were brilliant, but South Africa, they are just that little tick more. And Wales should be well proud of how they've done. The Springbok game, though, England had to prepare for it, and we all know what it's going to be. It's going to be box kicks, it's going to be chases, it's going to be brutal defence, and it's going to be trouble at the breakdown. What do England bring? Well, they bring box kicks. They bring big, strong, one-out runners, the likes of the Vunipola boys. They are going to be hard. Tolje, Curry and Underhill. We know what that's going to be, but these two sides are so similar. It's going to make the grand final an epic arm wrestle between two very strong packs. I literally cannot wait for this game to get underway. Kazant, you're a legend, sir. The best thing about today's game was my commentary. Thank you very much. You're too kind. I try my best to give you guys a bit of a view. If you can't watch the game, so you know what's going on, have a bit of a chat about it and crack into it. Eric's happy. And Kagiso, we love you, Bok. We are going to make it. 3-time champions for South Africa or 2-time champions for England. 19-16, the full-time score. Wales are going home. More love for the Springboks. I feel sorry. I really feel sorry for Wales. They have brought so much to this World Cup. They have brought so much to this game. But you can't take anything away from South Africa. They've just looked that little bit more clinical. And they'll be happy that the All Blacks aren't on the other end, because that first game really has put them back in their place. Well, Adani says for sure the Boks are going to win. Grassy says he loves the overconfidence from South Africa. Wales to beat New Zealand, Boks to beat England. I mean, to be honest with you, Kitoni, yeah, I think, personally and honestly, I think Wales are going to go into this game A team, best team. Smash a good tactic in this third bronze playoff. I think the All Blacks are going to go into this and they're going to give farewells. Ben Smith's going to play. Ryan Crotty's going to play. Those guys haven't played much. You know, Tata and Tuangafasi are going to start in the front row. You're probably going to see Barrett play in the second row. You're going to see Kieran Reid say goodbye. But I don't think the All Blacks give two tosses about this third, fourth game. I do personally think that Welsh have a great chance to take third place. It's going to be a good game. On the basis of this, to me, Wales are top 2, top 3 teams in the world. Definitely in that area. If the Boks win, they become the first team in World Cup history to win a World Cup game. Yeah, you're right. And lose in a pool game. Yeah, you're right, unknown person. That is very, very true. Whereas England have not lost a pool game. But they drew because they had that cancelled game. So either way you look at it, the whole myth, the whole theory of the team winning the World Cup, winning every game of the tournament is out the window. Because England got a cancelled game, South Africa lost to the All Blacks. So there you go. That is going to make it interesting as well. Gazan, make sure you do check in next weekend, my friend. Friday night, I'll be here for the bronze final game. And of course, Saturday, I'll definitely be here for the big grand final as well. Sydney says resilient Boks will overcome at the end. So that's interesting. They are really strong teams. I mean, I want to see Pollard run more. That's what I want to see. Alex says, we hate that you beat us, but us Welsh will now support South Africa to beat England. I mean, that's what I want to know too. That was my big question. Wales supporters, All Black supporters, who do you support now? Now that we've seen Wales depart, we've seen the All Blacks depart, who do you get behind? I've thought the Welsh would have got behind their neighbours as such. Or it's a hatred of the English so much so that you prefer to support the Springboks. That's what I'm really interested about. Pollard is a beast. You're right, Pollard had a really good closing 10-15 minutes of that game. Big players, big moments, they step up. Damon Dearlendy, brilliant. We talked about him, he can be amazing or he can be rubbish. But now, I think Dearlendy really has stood up in that game and he made a big, big difference with a couple of killer plays. All Blacks for third place, says Denny. To be honest with you, not sure. On the basis of how Wales played, I would not be 100% confident as an All Black fan that is going to happen. I really, really liked how Wales played tonight, and I think they are more than good enough to win that third spot playoff. Musa supported Ireland, now they're going with South Africa. And Alex, as Alex says, I thought Alex, Welsh hate the English, and English hate the Welsh. Basically, everyone in the UK hate each other when it comes to rugby. Not wrong there. Shulk Brits being starting 9 for the final. We're going to get Susie to visit Faf. Oh, the memories, eh? The memories of World Cups gone by. I tell you what, UK rugby, united in rivalry. Same with Ireland. Oh, dear me. Oh, Susie always has to make an appearance, doesn't she? What a semi-final. What a weekend of rugby it's been. We've seen some great changes of the guard there. We've seen the English storm up. Now we've seen Wales really stick it to the world. And they've been brilliant. As Brunzo says, Wales were tough. Wales were very, very tough. They were amazing. And imagine the Lions. Imagine the Lions in 2 years. They're going to be very, very, very tough to beat. And they're going to South Africa as well. That is going to be gutting. That is going to. I was reading a comment at the same time. This is going to be amazing. But Alex says he's still so gutted. So amazing. Amazing semi-final. More support for South Africa. What did you guys make of the game? Best semi-final of recent history for the Rugby World Cup. It's been a cracker. I hope you've all enjoyed the coverage we've brought here for anyone who can't watch the game. Tuning in. A little bit of insight to what's going on. Score is up here. So you all know what's going on. We do have 2 games remaining. Just 2 games Friday night, 1st of November, we have New Zealand versus Wales. Thanks for the sub, Alex. You are a legend. The Boks are tough, but man, England is strong. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that back row clash. The Curry, the Underhill, the Khaleesi, the Detoy. Those guys. I can't wait to see the battle between the Youngs, Farrells, the Ford. That battle there between what Faf de Klerk and Pollard are going to be. I think Villiers needs a big game for South Africa. It's going to be an epic final. I can't wait. I think it's going to be low scoring. It's going to be a lot of penalties. Carsten says England will lose. What will South Africa's strategy be against England, says Xavier. I really hope not a kicking game. Oh, you can bet your last lonely dollar, Alex, Xavier, I should say. It'll be a kicking game. Faf is going to kick the hell out of anything that comes out the back of a ruck. Everything is going to go to the ear. They are going to hammer Elliot Daly. They're going to hammer Johnny May. They're going to hammer Owen Farrell if he's back there. Everyone is going to get hammered. They will not step down that. They've got good chase. Dalendi's chasing well. Mapimpi's chasing well. Will Colby play? That's another big talking point. Who's going to play on that wing? Are we going to see Nkosi stay again? There's so much still to go through, but you can guarantee the kicks will be big. Maybe they might have Colby. That is going to be the big question. So we'll see what happens there. A lot to still go under that bridge just yet. Fuff kicks so much he should become a box kicker. But you can guarantee back the other way, England are going to kick a low ball as well. They're going to look to do what they did to the All Blacks. And they're going to look to pin the Springboks down in their own half. So that's what they're going to look to do. They're going to look to play that. Look, smash them down the corner, pin them down, make them kick their way out. It's going to come back down to that competition. That battle between the kicks, who will make the errors, who will give the chances, and who will take those chances of the 3 points. There's 2 games left, Alex. We've got the bronze final, All Blacks New Zealand versus Wales. And then, of course, the grand final is England and South Africa. England's kicking more effective, says Lawrence. Well, yeah. I mean, it's different. South Africa's going to box. They're going to box. All day long, they're going to box kick. England do have a bit more versatility in their tactic, but I think the Springboks do that box kicking very, very well. So that's going to be all right. It's going to be interesting. I agree with your comment there. I think Wales probably will go into that almost favourites to win that 3rd place game. Are we winning? Karabo, the game's over. Someone's already won. South Africa, these guys up here, they've already won. Game is over. South Africa are making their way through to the final. We're done. I'm just going through your guys' comments, having a bit of a chat, having a bit of discussion, which is always fun when there's heaps of you guys in here having a chat. South Africa will beat England in the scrums. South Africa did really come on strong late on the scrums against Wales. So that's going to be a big part of their game. England have a very, very good scrum. So I'm going to be interested to see how that one goes as well. The scrum battle. That front row battle, that forward battle. Can't wait. Atolje up against Etzebeth. Pollard running more. I want to see Pollard running more. Alex isn't too sure. Haven't beaten New Zealand since 1958. It's a long time away. How about this game when Pollard ran? He changed the game. He changed the whole perception of this game. He changed the whole momentum, the whole flow. The whole way this game played was all about how Pollard played. The reserves worked very well for Wales. I think they just didn't quite have enough in the tank. Well, the love is there for South Africa. There's been a lot of love for the Springboks in the chat. Mapimpi, Faf, Leroux, Pollard, Etzebeth, what a squad. Bokamosa. Loving his Springboks team in the chat there. Xavier says fair comment would be England are favourites for the final. England look more impressive. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see a bit on Friday. But from these semi-finals, you've got to say, Wales were the tougher team to beat. That's really the whole over thing of this game. The All Blacks weren't up to the task. Wales were. And they almost made it too difficult for the Springboks to come away with it. Willie reckons the Boks are going to come back with a trophy. England are really a force to be reckoned with. The confidence of both teams is amazing. It is, Mosa. It is North versus South, which is the most intriguing part about this battle. There's only ever been one World Cup go to the North, and that is, of course, the English. Oh, man, the confidence is great. I love this. You guys just backing your teams 100%. There's no hesitation here from any of you guys. Either England is dominantly going to win, or the Springboks are dominantly going to win. You guys are just going hell for leather for your team. I love it. Absolutely love it. England is strong, but South Africa will win this one. Casper reckons England might be favourites, but the Boks know how to win ugly. Oh, man. It is all going off here, isn't it? It is all going off. So there's it, 3 points in it. There's all your guys' comments. There's been an absolute pile of comments coming through the chat, which is amazing. Thank you guys all so much for your comments throughout the game here. I've struggled to keep up with going through them all as the game is getting near the end, but just brilliant. England will be tired from the New Zealand game. I mean, I think the All Blacks final was against Ireland. They really played well, and they almost played too well and played themselves into a bit of a final at that stage. Now, have either of these sides, I mean, South Africa had to dig deep to beat Wales. Have they played their final already? This is going to be big. It's going to be two teams who have been through a long tournament, a hard tournament, and they're going to have to bruise it up one more time. More support for the Springboks coming from Ireland. Wales still got a chance. Wales have got a chance to get third. That's about it. Support. Thought Ireland was going to win there, most. Ireland just can't seem to get past quarterfinals, can they? They just can't get the job done. Don't be too sad, Alex. Let's hear see what Warren Gatlin reckons about it. He's off to the Chiefs, of course, now in Super Rugby next season. So he's done with Wales, which is a shame because I think they're just starting to reach their potential. But unfortunately, it's the end of his road. Will they continue to build from this is my concern for Wales. Katiani says the Clark should pass more to release their potent backline. They've got a distinct game plan, don't they, South Africa? Kick, try and break up the play with the box kicks and get the ball quickly back out and try and catch the defence while they are unstructured. They box kick, they force the turnover, they force the mistake, then their opponent's defence is shattered, is unstructured, and then they fire it through. Then they can have a chance to attack. If they have a structured defensive line in front of them, they'll go to the forwards, they'll blow it up, and then they'll kick it over the top. I think Warren Gatlin should be very proud. I think they should be very, very proud of how they played. But South Africa certainly just had a little bit more. So Gatlin's taking a poke here. I think he's taking a poke at the Welsh. Denny, Wales, definitely a team with a lot of X factor, Rusty Rasmus says, which explains the game we've just seen. I mean, Wales played, I think, a really good game. They combated the Springboks very well. They just had a good game plan. I think we can see both the Northern Hemisphere sides have had a very, very good game plan. And that is the long and short of it, and they've had enough done in the end. 3 points is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing at all in this game. It's been a brilliant quarterfinal. I'm about done. What an amazing last 2 hours it has been. One of the best games of the World Cup so far. Hope you guys all agree. Hope you guys all enjoyed it as well. It's been breathtaking. It's been amazing. We've had twists and turns. We've had a lot of kicks. But at the end of the day, it is the Springboks that go through to the final of the Rugby World Cup. Rightio. That is me done. Thank you everyone for coming by and tuning in. We've had a bit of a quite extensive end of game chat with you guys in the comments there, which is amazing. Thank you guys all so much for coming by and saying hi. It's been great fun. So cheers to you all. Hope to see you all on Friday and Saturday. We'll be back again for more streams if you guys want to come by and have another chat. It'll be great to see you all. And that's Willie likes to be in the final. Anything can happen. Good work to the Boks. They're on your side, man. The God of Mount Zion be with you till they bring the cup home. Storm's not a fan of the box kicks. I mean, it's a tactic. It is a tactic. Faf de Klerk, great runner. I mean, we see that in the Northern Hemisphere club scene where Faf de Klerk runs things here, doesn't he, with his running style of the game. But don't see it. Don't see it here with the Springboks. Rusty's got a plan, and Faf plays his plan very, very nicely. Lucky to get away, but that is me done. Thank you all for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you on Friday. New Zealand versus Wales. Then Saturday, England versus South Africa. World Cup final. Do not miss it. I'll be here for that. So thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. I will see you then. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you everyone who's come by and subscribed to the channel. Hope you've all enjoyed the chat. Hope you've all enjoyed the stream as well throughout the game. Congratulations to the Springboks. Commiserations to the Welsh. You guys have been amazing. And I think World Rugby has certainly woken up to the strength and the power of the Welsh in 2019. Until next time though, everyone, thanks for coming on by. And I'll see you on Friday for the All Blacks versus Wales. Until then, thanks for watching. As for always, take care, have a good week, and enjoy your rugby. And I'll see you on Friday.